This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to week 8 of the Arrowverse Weekly Review. This week I'll be going over Beebo Saves Christmas and Armageddon Part 3. So let's go straight into it, starting with Beebo Saves Christmas. And this is a fun holiday special. I basically just finished watching this before I recorded because I had some stuff to do for school last night. And yeah, this was fun to watch. I think that, well, I had a lot of fun watching this. It was a nice holiday special with some good messages. We have Beebo and Sprinkles the elf both kind of realizing that Christmas doesn't need to be exactly their way, and that everyone can celebrate in their own way as long as it's good for them, but they just can't make it their way only. And that's a fun Christmas special. It feels like, it could have been a classic one, and just knowing this is based off of a giant blue monster who beat up a demon just makes it even better. It's just a fun special. Definitely recommend watching it. I'm not gonna say too much more, and I just say you should go check it out. And now it's time to go into another crazy episode of Armageddon. And we have another brutal beatdown of the Flash. And yeah, it wasn't as brutal as last week. Besides, well, the final scene of this, but still it was pretty brutal for the Flash. And yeah, we had a really interesting episode of Armageddon. We start off with, well, Barry asking Black Lightning to take his powers to follow the Injustice Protocol, and that basically says that there is one designated member of, well, just called the Justice League, although it's not being officially called that yet, at least. And there's a member of the League meant to take down another member if they go rogue. And this seems, well, very similar to Batman's plans, although those are, well, done without mainly the knowledge of the League members until they are stolen. So that's at least better than that, although they do know what would happen. So if they do turn evil, they know who they should be going after first. And that's, well, just the one problem. But yeah, we follow mainly Barry and, well, Black Lightning, and I think their interactions are really good in this. And their plotline is a decent story. I think it was done well, but we mainly focused on the members of Team Flash and the impact everything has on them this time. And with it, we have two main storylines. One with Iris investigating her father's death and eventually realizing that someone used the negative still force to change the timeline and cause the death of, well, her father. And then we have the one following, well, Cecile and the rest of Team Flash as they try to find Barry, and Desperate is using them to, well, go for the easy way, realizing they will find Barry first. He's just gonna follow them. And yeah, we have, I think it was a good storyline. It's nice to see, from another perspective, but also not have it feel completely useless like it did last season. And Yeah, I've been enjoying Armageddon so far, but just to talk about the ending, that was a brutal scene for Barry to see that Thawne, who is, I think, kind of obviously the one behind it all. I think it would have been a little better if they kept his, well, appearance in this a complete secret. Then that could have been, well, a little bit bigger of a twist. Although I think many people would have guessed Thawne. They wouldn't have had, no real evidence to support it, besides a few things that seem likely. So it'd feel more like, well, Mephisto and I mean, Mephisto didn't appear, but that was, one that a lot of people made guesses about. But it would be like, guessing that Agnes was Agatha, and right now guessing that the Kingpin will appear in Hawkeye. Although there is nothing that you could solidly do to confirm this, it seems extremely likely. Another good one is the fact that most people think that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will be in No Way Home, although there is, unless, I mean, not counting leaks, which you can't confirm are real, there's no real evidence to say that. And don't go and tell me about leaks, I don't want to hear about them. But there's nothing you can do to, well, 100% confirm that leaks are real. So with this, you go and you just you could guess it, and I think that would have worked a little bit better. But they may have had to be a little more secretive, hiding Thawne being in this, since there are people who are able to get, well, images and stuff. And yeah, I think that so far this has been a really interesting event. I'm definitely excited to see where this goes next week and how Barry's going to fix the timeline and ultimately try to defeat Thawne, because this is probably one of the ultimate messing with Barry moments ever. I mean, this is probably just as bad as him killing his mom, maybe even worse with how things have been brutal for Barry, and this has been very interesting. I am so excited to see how this continues. But I'm wondering, what do you think so far? Have you been liking Armageddon? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.